the Arcane Wonders booth, and we're going to discuss Mage Wars Academy, just newly released, with Mr. Scott Morris.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? So this is Mage Wars Academy. This is our new release at Gen Con. It's going to be out later this year, towards end of October, maybe beginning of November, just depending on how fast boats can get rowed across the ocean. The idea of Mage Wars Academy is really simple. This takes everything that's great about Mage Wars and condenses it down to a 20 to 30 minute experience. So the cards, as you'll notice, all have the same iconography, the same terminology, and all the same systems, so with mana, with actions for full actions and quick actions and things that Mage Wars players are familiar with. But what this does is it generally simplifies it down to, first off, a much smaller space. So as most of you have seen maybe Joel's other videos about Mage Wars, it takes up a very large amount of space. Everything you see in front of you right here is everything you need to play Academy, and you can take it on the go. You need your dice, you need your tokens, and you need your spell book, and that's it. There's no board. You can play wherever you want to play. The nice thing about this is that you have your mage, they have a quick cast marker, just like Mage Wars Arena does. You play your creatures into a line in front of you next to your mage. You play your equipment behind you, so you have a second row behind you with all your equipment. And it's as simple as each creature is going to take an action. I could choose to attack with my tiger here. He's an animal creature. It is Slavorg. He can come in and attack someone. Maybe I want to come in here and say, I'm going to go right after Joel's head and attack his wizard. Right now, the way the game is set up, Joel has no option to do anything else other than take the heat. He does have one armor on his mage because he has an equipment on that's robes. So what you would do is you would simply take 4 dice, because it tells you he's going to roll 4 dice. He has piercing +2, which means that he ignores 2 armor if Joel has armor. Joel has 1 armor, counts as 0. He's going to roll his dice, and that is a terrible roll. That's usually what I do roll like. So these are all misses, so there are no damage at all. The 1 is normal damage, so Joel would take 1 damage, and you would take your counter and you would just tick it up to 1, so he shows that he has 1 damage. Every mage has a life total, so the wizard has 23 life. Once he's taken 23 damage, he's going to die. If I were to have rolled better, though, I could have done more damage. We have critical damage on our dice. This bypasses armor. So if the creature didn't have piercing and he just rolled the 4 dice normally, that would go right through his armor automatically, no matter how much he had. Now there are some options in the game that a creature could potentially, let's say Joel on a previous turn, instead of choosing to attack with his creature, he could choose to guard with his creature. What that means is on my turn, if I go to attack, I have to attack the creature with the guard on it. So you can play some defensive choices as well. And there's some creatures, like the red-crested cockatrice, that'll get a bonus when they're guarding or when someone else is attacking them. So there's a lot of ebb and flow back and forth with the decisions of, do you want to be offensive and aggressive with your creatures, or do you want to be defensive and guarding with your creatures? The other nice thing about this is that all of these cards use the same iconography, same symbols that are in Mage Wars Arena today. So our tagline that we've been telling people is that you invest once and you play forever. If you decide to invest in Academy and play a lot of Academy, and let's say you spend an entire year building up $200 or $300 worth of Academy cards, and then you decide one day that you want to move into Arena, all of these cards move with you into Arena. You don't lose any of your investment whatsoever. The great thing about the Academy core set is it's only $29.99, and you get everything you need for 2 players. You get the 2 spell books, you get the starting suggested spell books for each player. You also get an additional 60 cards to be able to manipulate those spell books however you want to. You get the dice, you get the damage counters, you get initiative tokens, you get everything you need for 2 players on the go. So value-wise, a lot of value in there. The 2 mages that come with the set are the Wizard and the Beastmaster. The Wizard is very focused on control, and the Beastmaster is very focused on packs of animals and large animals. We're also going to be releasing additional packs of mages throughout the next couple of years. We've got individual mage packs, which is very different from what Mage Wars Arena players may be used to. In Mage Wars Arena, you're going to be looking at expansions that have 2 mages, lots of cards. With Mage Wars Academy, it's going to be very simplified that you'll have 1 mage, all the cards for their spell book, and then a few additional cards to be able to tweak in and out of their spell book, and also tweak in and out of the existing mages that you have as well. So the idea is both faster and more portable, but also lower barrier to entry in terms of price point to get get into the game. $29.99 for the starters, and then $15.99 for the expansions as they come out. So lots going on and a lot coming out for the game itself.
And you got like conjurations and attacks and all those.
So conjurations aren't in the base set. Those are going to be developed as we go. Again, this was designed to be an introductory product for people to have more portable and on the go, but also new players coming in. So we didn't want to flood them with everything right yet, but conjurations are planned down the road for Academy as well.
Okay.
So, yep. And we do have attack spells as well. They have the same type of iconography on them. This is a demo set, so you'll see there's some like markings on things here, but we have, like, for example, Lightning Jolt, 4 mana. It's a quick spell. We do have the range on there, which some people have said, well, why do you have a range if there's no board?
Right.
That's used for when you go into Arena. So if you were to use this in Arena, it has a 0 to 1 range. In terms of Academy, no effect whatsoever. But uses all the same icons. It's a ranged attack. It uses lightning. It has 3 dice, and you roll the effect die, and on a 5+, you can stagger someone. So great symmetry, great add-on product. If you're already a Mage Wars Arena player, it's something that can expand your collection. If you've never played it before, and this is the big surprise that we've had over the course of the show so far, if you've never played it before, this is the time to get into it and get started on it. Very low investment from a price point, very low investment from a time frame, gets you that itch and gets you going, and it's just overall great product.
Great, thanks, Scott.
Awesome, anytime, thank you.